Okay guys, right. In last session, we discussed about the finding square roots for the surds of the format a plus root b or a minus root b. Now I have some more surds on the board to find the square roots for all those numbers. Look here, see, starting from this problem to that, I will move to solve. See, if you look about this problem, what is given here? Square root of 7 minus root 24. How to solve it? See, as per our trick, to find the square root for such numbers, you need to make 2 before this irrational part. So for that, what I am going to do is square root of 7 minus square root of 24 can be written as 4 into 6. Is it right? Right. And now since it is 4 into 6, root 4 is 2, just make it 2, then it becomes like square root of 4 minus 2 root 6. So the given problem is 7 minus root 24. To find its square root, you just make into this format like a plus 2 root b or a minus 2 root b. So this is 7 minus 2 root 6. Now to find this square root, you need a pair of numbers such that whose sum is 7 and the product is 6. And clearly 6 and 1 is such pair. If you multiply 6 and 1, the product is this 6, and if you add 6 and 1, the summation is 7. So, square root of 7 minus 2 root 6, and just choose this pair of numbers 6 and 1, since the product is 6 and the summation is 7. Now, the square root for this problem, as with the yesterday's trick, it is root 6 minus 1. Is it clear? Since we have 6 and 1 in such pair, you need to write it like this, root 6 and root 1 actually, but root 1 is nothing but 1 itself, right? So your answer for that problem is root 6 minus 1. Just have a look here, right? To find the square root for 7 minus root 24, just rewrite this root 24 as 2 root 6 and then choose the pair 6 and 1 such that whose product is 6, whose summation is 7. And from here you get your answer as root 6 minus 1. In the same way, if you wish to solve this problem, what it is? Square root of 23 plus 2 root 132. Here already 2 is prepared, so no need to make that 2. Since already we have 2, now your target is to select a pair of numbers such that whose product is this 132, whose summation is 23. You need to search for such pair, right? See, if you need, just try to factorize this 132. If you factorize this 132, it becomes like it may run with 11, right? 11 ones is 11, 11 twos is 22, and directly I have that 11 and 12. Now if you observe that 11 and 12, sum of the 11 and 12 is 23, whereas the product is 132. So the pair is selected. What is that pair? 12, 1, 11. Whose product is 132 and summation is 23. So then your answer for this problem is root 12 plus root 11. Think once. Already we discussed different procedures and different problems related to this way of finding square roots in previous class. Now just I revised that, and now I will move to find the square roots for these problems. Right? Just have a look, and I am going to find the solve this problem, which is the square root for this 12 plus 2 root 15 plus 4 root 5 plus 4 root 3. If you think about the yesterday's direct way trick, there to find the square root, we utilized the concept of a plus b whole square. Now here, to find the square root for such surds, these type of surds, you need to utilize the formula for a plus b plus c whole square. Right? Just have a look. I am erasing these two, and I will try to find the square root for this problem now. See, for this number, what it is? Square root of 2 plus 2 root 15 plus 4 root 5 plus 4 root 3. We are going to find the square root for this one. First of all, what I am going to tell you is, you just make this problem with the two along with each irrational part. With only 2. Right? We don't need more than 2, we don't need less than 2. We need only 2. So just make, already it is 2 here before this irrational part. But before this irrational surd, we have 4. But we don't need 4, only we need 2. So just make it 2. Here also just make it 2. Then the problem will become like this. Square root of, look here carefully, this is 12 plus this is 2 root 15. Since I need to just keep it like that. But since I need to, you just split this 4 as 2 into 2, right? Use 1 2 outside the third and then send 1 2 inside this irrational part. Then it becomes like 2 into root of, if 2 goes in, it becomes 2 square into 5. Now this is 4 into 3. Again I need just 2. So keep 1 2 here and send 1 2 to the inside of that square root 3. So 2 into root of 2 square into 3. Nothing is complicated here. I think everything is okay. So then to solve this, this is equals to square root of, you just write it like this, 12 plus 2 root 15 plus 2 root 20 plus 2 root 12. Is it clear? Just think about the numbers. 4 5 is 20, 4 3 is 12. So square root of 12 plus 2 root 15 plus 2 root 20 plus 2 root 12. Now to find the square root, just like the previous method, you just split this 15 as product of two numbers, 20 as product of two numbers, and 12 also again as product of two numbers, such that one number is common for every two and the sum of all the numbers is 12. Right? You need to think a while. Right? Now just I am writing this 15 as 3 5s and this 20 as 5 4s, whereas this 12 as 4 3s. Observe it. 15 as 3 5s, 20 as 5 4s, whereas 12 as 4 3s. If you observe, 5 is common for these two, 4 is common for these two, whereas 3 is common for these two terms. So now, not only that, also we need to observe one more thing. What it is? The three different number involved here are 3, right, 5 and then 4. If you add the 3, 5 and 4, again it is 12. Sum of 3, 5 and 4 is 12. Every pair, two terms will have one common number. So if you choose such pairs, then your answer for this problem is root 5 plus root 4 plus root 3 is the answer. Is it clear? See, just like in the last technique, previous technique, you need to split each number 15, 20 and 12 as product of two numbers, right? Such that every two terms will have one common number and the sum of these 3, 5 and 4 is 12, and at the end your answer is root 5 plus root 4 plus root 3. How it is root 5 plus root 4 plus root 3? Actually it is the answer. Then if you wish to do some more steps, if you wish to write few steps related to this answer root 5 plus root 4 plus root 3, what I will do? Just look here. Now this is equals to, I am going to write this 12 as, how can I write this 12? See, for the space concern where I need to write, I will start here. Just look here. Yeah. The next step for this problem is, this is equals to square root of, you just write this 12 as 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 root 15 is nothing but 3 into 5 plus 2 root 20 is nothing but 5 into 4 plus 2 root 12 is nothing but 4 into 3. Now you just look at this. Now if you wish to rearrange, again you will get it as square root of 5 can be written as root 5 square. Root 5 square plus 4 can be written as root 4 square, and the 3 can be written as root 3 square plus what I have in my hands. 2 into root 3 into 5, 2 root 5 into 4, 2 root 4 into 3. If you think this is of the format 2 root 3 root 5 plus 2 root 5 root 4 plus 2 root 4 root 3. Now if you look at this, this is in the form of the identity that a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. Treat one of the numbers root 5, root 4 and root 3 as a, b, c, and if you wish to make, it becomes like 2ab, 2bc, 2ca, and at the end in your hand you have that this is the square root of root 5 plus root 4 plus root 3 whole square. And if you cancel out this square and that root, your answer is for this problem root 5 plus root 4 plus root 3. Just have a look. This is the actual procedure, but after this second step, you have a chance. You are able to announce the answer as root 5 plus root 4 plus root 3 without doing these many steps. Right? On practice, automatically you will get an idea how to split the given numbers as different forms like 3 5, 5 4 and 4 3 such that the sum is 12 and the products are correspondingly like this. Just have a look. and go for a screenshot, right? And I will solve this problem. If it is okay for you, then you just think about this problem to solve, right? Just have a look. So the next problem for you is on the board. You need to find the square root for 19 minus 2 root 7 plus 2 root 11 minus 2 root 77. Just as previous problem, you need to think about these numbers. See, already for this problem, 2 is prepared here. So now you no need to make such 2's since already 2 is there. Now what you have to do? You need to split the number in the irrational part as product of two numbers such that the sum is 19, whereas every 2 will have one common number. See, 7 can be splitted like 1 into 7, 11 can be splitted like 11 into 1, and 77 can be splitted like 7 into 11. If you think these two have 1 as the common, these two have 11 as the common, and these two will have 7 as the common. Now, if you take these different numbers 1, 11 and 7, if you add, the summation is 19. Is it right? Now, to resolve it, your answer is directly, actually if everything is plus, then you will say that your answer as root 11 plus root 7 plus root 1. If everything is plus. But minus is involved here for two terms. See where that minus is involved. For 77, 7 and 11, for 7, 7 and 1. So, minus is there for 7. Since 7 is common for these two, so your answer for this problem is root 11 minus root 7 plus root 1. Right? This is the direct answer. But if you wish to write some steps, if you wish to elaborate the problem, you need to utilize the rule of a minus b plus c whole square for this. Now I am using that. See, the problem will become like this. See, this is equals to, I will write here, this is equals to square root of, write this 19 has 11 plus 7 plus 1 minus 2 root 7 plus 2 root 11 minus 2 root 77. I think everything is okay here. Now again, this is equals to square root of, this 11 can be written as root 11 square, 7 can be written as root 7 square, 1 can be written as 1 square, minus this 2 root 7 is 2 root 7 into 1, this 2 root 11 is 2 root 11 into 1, and this 2 root 77 is minus 2 root 11 into root 7. Just think about it. Now if you treat this root 11 as some a, root 7 as some b, 1 as c, what I am going to tell you is, you need to take a is equals to root 11, b is equals to root 7, c is equals to 1. If you took like this, then the problem will become like square root of root 11 square is nothing but a square, root 7 square is nothing but b square, and 1 square is nothing but c square, minus 2 root 7 into 1, root 7 and 1, the product of b and c, minus 2bc, minus root 11 into 1, root 11 is a and c is 1, you will write it like minus 2ca, minus 2, 11 and 7, a and b, minus 2ab. Think once, here we have plus sign, right? So you need to utilize plus for this 2ca. Now, if you observe, this is the formula for a minus b plus c whole square. Because minus is included for b terms, so you need to take minus for that b. Square root of a minus b plus c whole square is a minus b plus c. Right? So your answer is a minus b plus c, and that what is a? That a is root 11, whereas b is root 7 and c is 1, and your answer for that problem is root 11 minus root 7 plus 1. Right? You have two options. One thing is this complete elaboration, and the second thing is the direct way. Right? See, directly if you found these such numbers, such triplets 1, 11, 7 and 1, sum is 19, and separately every term will make a product of 2. So directly your answer is root 11 minus root 7 plus 1. And if you wish few steps regarding this, and you need to proceed in this manner. Just have a look. Right? For the previous problem, we utilized the formula of a plus b plus c whole square. For this problem, we utilized the formula of a minus b plus c whole square. Right? This is also another method for finding square roots. That means another type of problems. The format is different from the previous class what we discussed. Just have a look and then I move for the next type of problems. Look at the problems. See, for my convenience, I took 12 as the number here. For my convenience, I took 12 as the number here. This is square root of 12 plus square root of 12 plus square root of 12 plus and so on. And this is square root of 12 minus square root of 12 minus and so on. And this is square root of 12 and square root of 12 and so on. How many square roots and 12s are here? In each and every problem, these are three different problems and we need to find the simplified values. In each and every problem, as per the problem, there are infinite number of square roots with 12s. Now for example, if you wish to solve this, you just let this as some x or some y, anything, right? So to solve this, what I am going to tell you is, you just let some x is equals to square root of 12 into square root of 12 into square root of 12 into and so on. The same problem. See, we need to find this value for this problem. You just let that value as x and at the end if I found x, our task is over. Now if you think, see, there are infinite number of 12s. If you add few more 12s, the problem won't change because already there are infinite. If you add few more 12s, no problem. If you remove some 12s from that, the value was not affected by that removal also, because there are infinite number of 12s like an ocean, right? If you remove one glass of water, what will happen? Nothing is there, right? See, so just if you remove this first root 12, again if you look, all this appears like x again. So I will write it like this: x is equals to root 12x. Think once. There are infinite number of root 12s there. If you remove first root 12, the remaining thing is again looks like x. So just take it as x. So x is equals to root 12x. Now square on both sides. You get that x square is equals to 12x. Now since x square is equals to 12x, see, you have two possibilities. Either just cancel out the x, then the value of x is equals to 12. See, you have a chance to cancel out because x is this number. This is clearly not 0. So since x is non-zero value, you have a chance to cancel it out. If you don't know whether it is 0 or not, then there is no chance to cancel out, right? See, if you cancel out that x, your value of x is 12. Since x is 12, then its approximate value is 12. See, you are finding approximate value only. Since there are infinite number of 12s here, there is no an exact value for this. Always you are able to announce the approximate value, and that approximate value for this problem is 12. Once again think it is root 12, root 12, root 12, infinite number of roots and 12s are involved here. So to find that value, just let it as x. If you remove first root 12, again the whole problem looks like x. Then rewrite it like x is equal to root 12x. If you square on both sides, you will get that x is equals to 12, and the approximate value for this problem is 12. Right? So the similar procedure is helpful to solve the first two problems also. If there exists infinite number of terms, right, in similar manner, you just remove the first one and then took the remaining as the same x. That is a small trick to solve these problems. Just have a look here. See, answer is 12 for this question. If I wish to solve the second one, right, and I will give you first one to solve, then think about the second one. If I wish to solve this second one, now I need to find the simplified value for this problem. Again, to solve this problem, you just let that problem as some y. Take it as some y. Since we took it as x there, now take it as y. Again, there are infinite number of square roots with root 12s. If one root 12 is removed, the whole problem again looks like y only, because there are infinite number of root 12s. Removal of 112, addition of 112 won't affect the total problem. So if you remove one root 12, the whole problem will looks like again y. Then it becomes like y is equals to square root of 12 minus y. See, the whole thing looks like y. And if you square it on both sides, y square is equals to 12 minus y. And if you rearrange, y square plus y minus 12 is equals to 0. Y square plus y minus 12 is equals to 0. And if you factorize, you will get that y plus 4 into y minus 3 is equals to 0. And from there you have two options, that y is equals to minus 4 or 3. I already told you square root of something is always positive. So you just neglect this negative number and choose the positive one, and your answer for this problem is 3. Just have a look here. You just let the total problem as y. If you remove 1 root 12, again the whole problem will look like y itself. So y is equals to square root of 12 minus y. If you square on both sides, y square is equals to 12 minus y. Rearrange, factorize, get the value of y as minus 4 or 3. See, minus 4 is neglected here because the square root value is always positive, as I mentioned. You need to choose the positive value 3 as your answer. Right? So this is the way to solve if multiplication is involved. This is the way to solve if subtraction is involved. In similar way, you have a chance to solve this problem. Let this problem as z and replace the whole remaining part also as z. Just get an equation in terms of z, factorize it, get that value, and you will have that number also. Just try in your own way, and I will give you some time to solve, and then I will tell you. Just try in your own way. Now if you solve the first one by taking the whole total problem as z, how it becomes? So I am going to tell you the first problem, right? See, you need to find the simplified value first, square root of 12 plus square root of 12 plus square root of 12 plus something. You just let it as z. Now since z is equals to the whole problem, removal of 1 root 12 won't affect the problem. Then you just write it like z is equals to root of 12 plus z. The total problem looks like again as z. So z is equals to root of 12 plus z. Now do square on both sides. You will get that z square is equals to 12 plus z. Since z square is equals to 12 plus z, you just rearrange. You will get that z square minus z minus 12 is equals to 0. Again now you need to factorize this. See, this is the product of z minus 4 and z plus 3. Think once. I think you are aware of doing factorization. See, z minus 4 into z plus 3 is equals to 0. From there it is clear that if it is 0, z is equals to 4, and if it is 0, z is equals to minus 3. Again you have two options. You need to neglect this minus 3 and you need to choose this 4, because only positive numbers are accepted. Just have a look. These three problems now. See, if you look at this, for the first type of problem, to give the answer in direct way, the direct technique to say the answer, you just split this 12 as product of two numbers like 3 and 4. Here also 12 is 3 and 4 only, right? You need to split the number involved in the square roots as product of two consecutive numbers, right? Like 3 and 4. If you split them like 3 and 4, for plus signs your answer is 4. For minus signs your answer is 3. Just we did it there, no? See, this is the direct way of saying the answer. But if you are not agreeing with this, you need to take the total problem as some y and again make an equation in terms of y, factorize that equation to get the value of I, and at the end you will remain with the 3 only, right? And for this problem your answer is 12. Square root of 12 into square root of 12 into square root of 12 and so on. See, since 12 is involved here, your answer is also 12 only. Right? Just have a look. If plus sign is involved, your answer is 4, the larger one among this product. If minus sign is involved, your answer is 3, the smaller one among this product. And if own product is involved, the same number is your answer, like 12. Right? This is the direct way. And actual procedure, as I mentioned you earlier, by taking some x, y and z like that. Right? See, just have a look. See, you need to split the number as product of two consecutive numbers. That was important. If you are unable to split like product of two consecutive numbers, then automatically you don't have any perfect answer for these questions. Right? I will give you few more to answer now. Just have a look here. For example, if you have a problem that, see, if you have a problem that square root of 56 plus square root of 56 plus square root of 56 plus and so on. This is one such problem. And one more problem. See, if you have a problem like this, so what is your answer? Right? See, the actual process is let the total value as an x, make an equation x, solve for x, get x, and the x is your answer. And the direct way is you just split this 56 as product of 7 and 8 consecutive numbers. And since plus sign is involved, your answer for this problem is 8. And for suppose if you have a problem like this, for example, square root of 30 minus square root of 30 minus square root of 30 minus and so on, then what is the answer for this problem? Now here also again you need to split this 30 as product of two numbers. See, such numbers are 5 and 6, right? 5 and 6 are consecutive, whereas the product is 60. But among these numbers, the small one is 5, and your answer for this problem is 5. If minus sign is involved, you just choose the smaller one. If plus sign is involved, you choose the larger one. Whereas if only multiplication is involved like this, for example, you may take any one like 56, like 30, you may take plus 37, square root of 37 into square root of 37 into square root of 37 into and so on. Then for this problem your answer is directly that 37 only. Right? These are the three different problems. If plus sign is involved, that is 8. If minus sign is involved, that is 5. If product is multiplication is involved, and that is 37. Now again just have a look and I will give you few more examples. And in meanwhile, if you have any doubts, now this is the question on the board. A is equals to root 11 plus root 11 plus root 11 plus and so on. See, now you have no chance to split 11 as product of two consecutives. Since you have no chance to split 11 as product of two consecutives, then you don't have a direct value for this problem, for this A. So nobody asks you to find the value of A. No need to mention A anywhere. But since you have no chance to find the value of A, then automatically you have a chance to give a relation in terms of A. What I am going to tell you is, for this problem, finding A is somewhat difficult, but finding a relation such that like A square plus 1 by A square is easy for us. Right? See how it is possible. Since finding A, then you go with the usual procedure. A is equals to square root of 11 plus A again. As we discussed, since there are infinite number of root 11s, if you neglect one root 11, then again the total thing will become like A only. Then A is equals to root of 11 plus A. You just square on both sides. You will get that A square is equals to 11 plus A. Is it right? Since A square is equals to 11 plus A, I need what? It's somewhat again difficult. A square is equal to 11 plus A. You just divide the whole problem with A. A is equals to 11 by A plus 1. Is it clear? If you divide everything with A is equals to 11 by A plus 1. If A is equals to 11 by A plus 1, then I can write it like A minus 11 by A is equals to 1. Right? A minus 11 by A is equals to 1. Since A is not a rational value, A is not as simple to find, nobody asks you to find A, but they ask you to find the value of A minus 11 by A. They may ask you A minus 11 by A, and they may ask you, if you square on both sides, how it becomes? A minus 11 by A whole square is equals to 1 square, and square for this is A square plus 11 by A whole square is nothing but 121 by A square minus 2A into 11 by A, which is nothing but 2A into 11 by A is equals to 1. These two A's will get cancelled. This is minus 22. If you send that side, it becomes like A square by 121 by A square is equals to 23. So A square by 121 plus A square is 23. So they may ask you like that. Just As a mistake I mentioned it as 1 by a square. See, a square plus 121 by a square they ask you. They don't ask you, right? Like a square plus 1 by a square also. If there is a possibility to find, they may ask you, you need to think about that possibility. If there is no such possibility, automatically you won't get such questions also, right? Think once again about the problem. Here a is equals to square root of 11 plus square root of 11 plus square root of 11 plus and so on is given. See, we don't have a chance to split that 11 as product of two numbers. If there is a chance as product of two consecutives, then the larger one among those two consecutives is your answer. But here such splitting is not possible. So, you have no chance to find the value of a directly in a simple manner. But you have a chance to make a relation on a. To make that relation, you just treat the total problem again as a. It becomes like a is equal to root 11 plus a. Square on both sides and again divide with a. It becomes like a is equals to 11 by a plus 1. And now if you send this 11 by a this side, left side, it becomes like a minus 11 by a is equals to 1. See, they won't ask you to find a, but they may ask you to find a minus 11 by a and your answer for that is 1. Is it right? And now if you square on both sides, sometimes you need to cube also on both sides according to the problem. Now if you square on both sides, a minus 11 by a square is 1 square and from there you will get that a square plus 121 by a square is 23. See, they will give you this and they ask you to find a square plus 121 by a square. To find this, you need to make this quadratic form. You need to do like this, right? See, if the splitting is possible as product of two consecutives, direct answer is possible and you will announce the direct answer. If such splitting is not possible, they may ask you to find these type of values, these type of relational values. Just have a look here. See, can I give you one more problem, right? Is it clear? See, there are some complicated problems also based on this. For example, if some t is equals to square root of 1 plus 2 into square root of 1 plus 2 into square root of 1 plus 2 into square root of 1 plus like that, if it is there, then how to find the value? For these type of problems also, you have no chance to find directly b. You need to make relation on b. Then you will make like that, t is equals to square root of 1 plus 2 into, if you observe here, the total thing again looks like t only. See, just look at this task. This is all again looks like t, right? Since there are infinite number of such terms, see again it all looks like t. So you can write it like t is equal to root of 1 plus 2t. Now if you square on both sides, t square is equals to 1 plus 2t. And you have that t square minus 2t is equals to 1. For these type of problems also, they won't ask you to find t. They may ask you to find, for suppose, they may ask you t square minus 2t plus 7 is equals to how much? What is the answer? We have that t square minus 2t is 1. Use that 1 here. 1 plus 7 is 8 and your answer is 8. Right? See, to solve these type of problems, if you are unable to find the direct value, just you make a relation on the corresponding variable given like a or t, and then from that relation you just answer the corresponding question. Right? Just have a look.